get radiometric age dating from these to determine
that's
how
pretty typical.
recently the rocks were erupted as lava on the seafloor. But I'm delighted to see that this seafloor actually is covered with rocks. This
now I have a reading.
particular volcanic feature is very small compared to the enormous volcano that we looked at yesterday with the flat top. And that means I was afraid we might come down on a seafloor that was flat and covered fully with sediments, and that we would not see any rocks.
I have
So
9 degrees.
I am initially delighted that we can see them here on the seafloor.
Yeah, very cool. So the way we, and Patty talked about how we kind of select the samples a little bit for geology, and for biology what we'll try to do is find something that selects something, because we have to be really discriminating. We collect 4 samples total, typically 2 rock samples and 2 biological samples. So we have to plan carefully, because really what we're looking for are new species, new records of occurrence, something that's very indicative of the area in which we are diving. So, and what's been happening is we've been seeing so many new things, new species, things that we've never seen alive before.
It's been an hour.
Yes. New records of occurrence. They've never been reported for this area in the Mariana Trench and surrounding areas. So it's, or some organisms that are really typical of that site. So we really have to be very careful, and forces us to be thinking. Somebody made the analogy the other day about being in a candy store and trying to select which piece of candy you want, and then knowing that, okay, stand by.
Yeah, watch lead pilot. Hey, we're pretty organized here on the bottom and about ready to begin. I just wanted to talk one thing over with you. Because we're so deep, it'll take about 15 minutes for any ship move that we start to even begin to be felt down on the bottom. So what we're thinking is that our normal process for today would be to start a ship move at 0.1 knots and just keep it moving at 0.1 knots. And we would only stop when we come to take a sample. And that, if we do that, then we will get to the end of the dive track in the time allotted. So in other words, it'll be important to identify our sample so that we can call in the ship stop, but we'll have at least 15 minutes to make the collection, and then we just get the ship moving. And proceeding at 0.1 knots is a real comfortable pace for surveying the seafloor and getting good imagery and everything, but we will just keep moving, or we won't make the end of the dive track. How does that sound?
That sounds great, pilot. Thank you for the explanation.
Sure, you're very welcome. And we're
ready. You want to introduce yourselves before you
start moving
along?
Sure.
Well, actually, is it time for your shift change?
Oh, yeah. Actually, a couple people have one's traded out, another one's going to trade out, and I'm here for another half hour. But good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. My name's Jeff Williams, and I'm your pilot for the next half hour or so. It's a real excitement here, real exciting for me to be here on the seafloor 5,000 meters beneath the ship. I'm from the Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration, as are my associates here beside me. Fernando, who's just swapping out, is going to be replaced by Richard over at NAV. Sean to my right, co-pilot. Over in the corner, video engineer Roland Bryan. And in the back row, I'm going to get it right, Annie White.
Yes.
There we go. So good to be with you, everybody, and looking forward to this dive. Thanks.
Thanks very much. And so, apologies because I forgot to mention a very important partner. I talked about who planned the mission, who's supporting it, the NOAA partners, our academic partners, and I left out a very important partner, the ROV operations, Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration. Okay, so do you think you want to take a sample here or not?
Not quite.
Okay, so the way we're going, the pilot
let's go ahead and get the ship
explained this to us, that basically the way we're going to operate today is the ship is going to be moving continuously at about a tenth of a knot. At that rate of speed, if we decide we want to collect a sample, we have a